Hey there everybody, and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to have a look at two different Formula 1 games on the Commodore Amiga. The first one being Geoff Crammond's Formula 1 Grand Prix, and then a little bit later, a different direction, the arcade port of Continental Circus. Let's get straight into it. So, first of all, you're hit with a main menu where you can select your driver and team. You can do practices, you can have a non-championship race, or you can have a championship race. So let's have a look at the drivers first of all. I'm not going to change my driver, I don't think. I think I'm just going to be Puma. You can change the name if you like. So let's change this just for a bit of fun. Retro Gamer. I'm going to play Brazil, I think. Okay, so then it gives you a bit of information about the track. You can have a look at the info. So what's the qualifying lap record? What's the race lap record? Okay, and with every sort of Grand Prix, this happens if you play the championship season, it's based on the 1991 season. You can do some practicing. You can do the qualifying, which obviously is quite important to start the race, determine which race position you're going to start in. There's a bit of a pre-race practice as well. I think I'm just going to go straight into qualifying. Okay, and when you get into your cockpit, you can increase time by pressing the up button to accelerate time, but we don't want to do that, of course. You've got different tyre choices, so you've got W for wets, Q for qualifying, and then A, B, C, and D are generally the how grippy or hard or soft the tyres are. So I'm going to use qualifying in this one. Now there are driver aids on, as you can see, which are the red buttons on just below the steering wheel. I'm going to use the driving aids for this occasion. But yeah, as you pull out with the up is accelerate, of course. So there you go as you come out of the pit. So it's good that you've got all the different vehicles and their pit crew on the left hand side. You can see the gear that you're in. Now I've got some driver aids on, but I'm still coming out the pits really fast, of course. Okay, so here we go. We're going to come right round. I've done a couple of laps there just to get used to the track as we go past the main bandstand onto the start-finish straight. And this is going to be the qualifying lap where I go for the best time possible. I'm starting to bounce around a bit, but I'm coming onto the final straight now, so hopefully I can get a better time. Oof. Pushing it right to the limit. 1:19. This is going to be pretty fast, I think. And 1:24.395. But let's see where that puts us before the race. Okay, so the qualifying has finished, and I was just pipped towards the end there by Carlos Sanchez, who managed a 1:23.906. But as you can see, I'm there in second. So let's get into the racing action. Okay, this is it. Riding with Retro Gamer. Lap 0 of 7. So we start in second place, which means we've got a clear run. I'm going to do a bit of revving of the engine. Hopefully that will help me with my start. Here we go. Oh, I don't think it's the fastest of starts. I've been overtaken by a couple of cars there on the right. I'm slightly nervous about going to the right, but it looks like, can I catch them on the inside, or let's just try and stay on the track. I've lost a couple of places there at the start, which isn't the best start, but so we're down to 4th already. It was a slow start off the line. Here we go, chasing on the back straight. Oh, pass 2 straight away on that back straight, so in second place. Tell me about your memories of this game on the Amiga. I used to play this game literally all weekend, racing all 16 Grand Prix races. Ton of fun. I was considerably better back then. I didn't need all the driver aids, of course, but yep, hit the like button, leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you do not miss a single thing. Okay, so we're in second position. I've got a red car all the way all over me at the back. You can see him in my mirrors. So certainly not having it all my way. First place is way down the road. I guess that's the disadvantage of the driver aids, is that, oh wow, I have spun off the track. So the driver aids are alright to an extent. Oh, I need to get on the track without getting bumped. Where am I now? I'm all the way down in 7th position after that. So even with the driver aids on, you can still lose concentration and come flying off the track. So Carlos Sanchez there with the fastest lap. I have some work to do. If nothing else, I want to get on this podium. Well, I'm flying down the back straight, so I feel like I've got the speed over the other vehicles on the straights, but on the twistier parts of the track, I'm definitely getting, yeah, you can see it there, the auto braking is costing me a little bit. Well, I'm in 5th position. Like I say, I'm probably going to be happy with a podium if I can get one. Given the driver aids are slowing me down a little bit, but like I say, look at that speed off the corners. So if I can get onto the straights, there's still a chance I could win this race. But yeah, the heavy braking, I'm alright with that though. Where I'm up to now, I'm up to 4th. Ooh, look at that, I had to brake there myself. So it doesn't auto brake to stop collisions, it only auto brakes for corners. That was a great overtaking move there. So I managed to avoid the contact and then slip through on the inside. Oh, look at that. It's a massive fastest lap. 1:25.347. So I'm up to 2nd place with a couple of laps to go. Unfortunately, that spin out earlier has definitely cost me, I think. Although I managed to get back to 2nd. The driver in the lead is way down the road, it seems. He was lapping on a 1:26 while I was lapping around the 1:28 earlier on. But yeah, so since I've got myself back into 2nd, it's been a pretty lonely race, if I'm honest. I've not seen another vehicle for quite some time. But yeah, keeping concentration now is important, and trying to get to the last lap unscathed and just seeing how I can finish. Okay, so I've found myself now coming up to a load of back markers. I've managed to get past one of them, but this is where things can go wrong. I've just had a very quiet race, and all of a sudden I've come across a lot of back markers with 1 lap to go. So the success will be probably based on how much I can get past all these back markers without any dramas. But so far so good, and let's hope that continues as we get onto the final lap of the race. Okay, so here we are now. We're still in loads of back markers. I just need to try and navigate past them without any issue. Whoa, that was a bit of a... Oh, how have I managed to keep that on the track? And it's a green flag. I think in this day and age I'd have been in trouble there for causing a bit of an accident, albeit, let's be honest, surely the back markers should be getting out of my way. But I've still managed to stay on the track on the final few corners to go. I'm still in 2nd. I can't seem to catch up to the race leader, but I am making my way through quite a bit of heavy back marker traffic. Hopefully now, as I move into the final sector of the race, the fast sector, it's going to see me across the line And I'll take it. I'll take a second place podium. I'm more than happy with that given the spin that we had. Now I just need to be careful here. Try and get past them on the final straight. Oh, I'm going to get myself into a bit of bother here, I think. I'm going to have to skip across the pit lane. Oh! Wowzers. Oh, I've managed to stay on to finish. I've finished second. Well, that was a very messy end. So there we are. That is the podium shot. Our second place. We'll take it. So finishing there in second place, 3 seconds behind. I managed to get a 20-second lead off the driver in third, which was excellent. And fastest lap wise, I think I managed to get that. So I did. I claimed the race fastest lap. Okay, so that was Formula One Grand Prix by Geoff Crammond. I'm now going to stick with the Amiga F1 games and go and have a look at Continental Circus. Okay, so here we go. This is Continental Circus. So you start the game in rank 100, and the first race, Brazil, I need to finish in the top 80. So I've got to basically get past 20 vehicles. This was ported over from the arcades to the Amiga in 1989, and you also have the clock against you. So let's see what you do. Basically you need to avoid the other vehicles if you crash into them. Then what happens is you find yourself needing the pits, which is going to slow you down. So I'm just going to try and get myself into a better position not to crash into any of these other vehicles. Come on, let's get through there, that's it. Okay, so safely up to 95th through the first 3 corners. It's a pretty big ask to get past 20 cars in the first... Oh, let's not hit that vehicle. Let's try and get past them before the turn. I've made it. So where am I now? 91st. Okay, and we're past the first checkpoint. Plenty of time spare. Up to the 89th. I am quite a cautious driver on this game, I have to say. I'm not going to pretend any different. 86. Let's hopefully get past this one. 85. We're doing well. So 5 more to pass before the end of the race. And I'm just going to be careful here because they're all over the road and I don't want to be... If you crash, you get yourself on fire and you've only got a finite amount of time. I'm going to try and sneak up the middle. This could be disastrous. Oh, I've got it through. You've only got a finite amount of time before you blow up. And obviously if you hit another vehicle after you've already crashed, then you're going to get yourself into... explosion territory. Let's sneak up the middle here. We're doing alright here. 76. I've got myself a bit of a buffer. Again, I don't want to be too complacent. Oh, let's try and get past these last few. 75. So where you finish in your race will denote where you start in the next one. So 75 means that now I've only got 15 vehicles to pass, he says, as opposed to maybe 20 if I'd have finished on the 80 mark. And basically this is the game. You've got to beat the clock, you've got to beat your opponents, and if you can keep qualifying, you get all the way down to a final, basically. But there's a long way to go yet, of course. Okay, now this one, America, is quite a small race, so you've got to be quite aggressive to qualify on it. It's all about reading where the vehicles are going to go. Once they've made their move, they tend to stay in position. Well, that was a bit tough. I don't know how I managed that, but I'll take it. I'm on 72. Got 12 to go. It is an aggressive race. You really can't help but go for it. There's a bit of movement ahead of me. Now, what we're going to do here, I'm slightly nervous about where to go with this one. I have to go on the inside. Okay, where are we up to? 68. Got 8 to go. If I can get past the next pit lane, it gives me a shot without having hit anything. 66. 6 to go. Okay, there's the pit lane. I want to go on the outside. And where are we now? 864. Okay, 62. 2 more. There's a bunch of them here, so I'm just going to take it fairly easy. Where's he going? He came across me. That's not what I wanted. So I didn't I didn't keep abreast of where we are, but I think I'm going to be alright. Just about. 59. So that car did its best then to stop me by coming straight into my path, and there was nothing I could do. Fortunately, I was close enough to the end to ride it out. Okay, course 3, France. So this one, I only need to get past 9 vehicles to qualify. Let's see if we can get it done. Okay, I didn't get the boosted start that I was looking for. So I've already lost 2 places there. Now this is a quick race. You really have to get moving here. The clock is already on 26. There's 3 vehicles here together. Hopefully I can sneak up. That's the first 3 out of the way. And there's another one. Right, okay, so what I really need here now is a little bit of luck. So where are you going? Let's keep my eye on these. I've been overtaken. That's not what I wanted to see. So I need to be overtaking, not getting overtaken. Oh, they're all over the road. Oh, I'm troubled now because I probably won't be able to make it to the end. And therefore I'm going to have to pit. And they're all bunching up together. I'm just going to have to go for this now. I haven't got much choice. So 55. So I need 5 more. I'm on fire and I'm not going to make it. I'm slightly short. So that collision cost me there, but that is Continental Circus on the Amiga, and earlier that was Formula One Grand Prix from Geoff Crammond. I hope you liked today's videos. If you do, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.